Hey there, welcome to Park, the world's most easy to use campground management software that's always free for our parks. I'm Rylan, and I'm one of the co-founders here at Park. From the very beginning, when our office was just my RV, to today where we get to work with hundreds of incredible park operators across the world, we've built our software with three main priorities in mind. It should be simple to use, the setup should be painless, and most importantly, it shouldn't create backbreaking costs for your business. So that's core to everything I'm about to show you in the next 5 minutes. And if you like what you see, we'd love to chat and learn more about your park. So this is the main reservation screen that you and your team will use on a day-to-day basis. And within a matter of minutes, you'll be an expert on how to manage your park because everything is built to be accessible within 1 or 2 clicks. And any changes you need to make is simple and drag and drop. It should be as easy as moving Post-it notes around on a calendar. It should be flexible and make your life easier. And the way we're able to offer this to you without any costs, contracts, or monthly minimums is because we pass an optional service fee to any campers that choose to book or pay online. The important thing to note is that it's always optional, as they can always call or walk in. You can create a manual reservation, again, just click and drag. And if they're paying outside of the system, then there's no service fees. That way, it's truly a win-win for you and your guests, allowing you to get more transient campers that prefer the convenience without penalizing the guests that have stayed with you for years and are used to a certain process. This is the workflow to create a reservation on your end, whether that's for a single camper, for a group that wants to camp together. We can block off multiple sites next to each other, choose whether they're paying separately or together, and we can create a private booking link, or recurring, which refers to the long-term campers. And so obviously, if they've stayed there in the past, we'll be able to pre-fill their information. And then we select what type of recurring reservation, whether that's rent and electric, rent only, seasonal, etc. This is all super flexible, so you can add line items. And again, it don't need to be a tech wizard to be able to do this. You can choose how they're paying. If it's outside of our system, there's no service fee. Through our system, there's a small service fee. And so within a few seconds, you can create that reservation, and then editing is just as simple. You can click and point, and then all the information you need on the guest, on the invoice, and on the payment history is all listed clearly there. If that's not straightforward enough, we distill it down even further into what we call the to-dos, which is an actionable list of all the items that needs to happen today. Who needs to check in, who needs to pay, who needs to sign the rules. All of the day-to-day operations that the front desk needs to worry about, now they have in one streamlined list. Messaging all your guests you can do within a couple of clicks and keep the day-to-day operations as simple as possible. The next piece is super important, which is reporting. We want to make sure it's powerful but accessible, so anything you need to run your business, you can have at your fingertips, whether that's occupancy, rent roll, or payments, of course, for accounting. Everything can be downloaded as a CSV, which can easily be uploaded into QuickBooks and make taxes a breeze. For parks that have more long-term guests, invoicing is a critical and time-intensive component. So we've created a view that aggregates all of their auto-generated invoices from their recurring reservations into one view. If you add electric, you can add meter readings in bulk, so something that used to take hours or days, you can do in minutes. It can auto-queue for sending, it can auto-charge the guests if they configure that. And all of these actions can be done in bulk to take these time-intensive actions and make them much, much faster. The last couple of pieces to help you run a great business include a CRM, which for us is the guest view, where you can keep track of any free-form information, contact info, vehicle info, and more. You can also save payment methods, documents, and you can block a guest if you really don't want them to return. Last but not least, the store is a fully functioning point-of-sale and inventory management system where you can sell things like firewood and ice, or really anything you can think of. These can be used for independent transactions or as add-ons that are bookable during the online booking process, which I'll show you in just a moment. These can easily be transacted, you can print receipts, and everything that you'd expect. So that's the quick walkthrough of everything that you'll need in order to run a digitally enabled campground. The final and very important piece is the interface that your campers would use in order to book a site online directly from your website. This will all be branded to match your colors, your logos. We'll never ask them to sign up or even know they're on another app. But adding an online booking option is really the piece that allows you to get a lot more transient guests with significantly less call volume and workload for you and the team. And it's important that they can get through the flow within 60 seconds or less. We can make any site type reservable, whether it's hourly, daily, or nightly. In the case of an RV site, we might need to ask certain questions such as amperage or rig length, and this would differ for a cabin, for example. We'll present a list of all the sites that are available, as well as a nice map that we'll make for you. In this case, I'll go ahead and choose site 5. This looks good for me. And as I mentioned, within 1 minute, they should be able to reserve. This is super important that while they're going on the highway, they can choose a spot for that night. Let me put in my very real credit card. And if there's any add-ons, discounts, or coupons that you want them to be able to apply, they can do so. The service fee is percentage-based and is added on top, again, if they choose to book online. And while it is optional, I would say that the vast majority of transient campers do choose that, and universally our parks see a significant uptick in the amount of guests that they do receive. Once they've reserved, they'll receive a copy of your check-in policy, your cancellation policy, your rules, and your map, so they can successfully camp, all without you having to lift a finger. So as you can see, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to use Park, and that's the way we like it. We appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your busy day to watch this, and we'd certainly love to work together. You can book a call with us directly below, and we'll build out your park to walk you through a more detailed demo, answer any questions you may have, or even get started with our 1-week-long onboarding process if you're ready. Thanks so much, and we hope you'll park with us soon.